In the heart of New Orleans' French Quarter stands the LaLaurie Mansion, a place as infamous as it is mysterious. Behind its elegant facade lies a dark, horrifying history of cruelty, murder, and the restless spirits of those who suffered within its walls. Madame Delphine LaLaurie, a wealthy socialite and slave owner, was once admired by the elite of New Orleans. Born in 1787, she lived a life of privilege and influence. But beneath her polished exterior lurked a sinister nature that would shock even the decadent society of 19th-century New Orleans. After 3 marriages, Delphine and her husband, Dr. Leonard Louis LaLaurie, moved into their Creole mansion at 1140 Royal Street in the early 1830s. To outsiders, it seemed like a home of refinement. But rumors of mistreatment of their enslaved workers began to surface, raising eyebrows and suspicions among neighbors. On April 10, 1834, a fire broke out in the mansion's kitchen. As flames engulfed the building, rescuers discovered a locked attic room that revealed the horrifying truth. Enslaved individuals were found chained, mutilated, and barely alive, their bodies bearing the marks of unspeakable torture. The tales were grotesque, accounts of victims with limbs stretched beyond repair, crude surgical experiments, and people kept in cages. Though some details remain exaggerated by legend, contemporary records confirmed the discovery of atrocities that sent shockwaves through the city. As the public learned of the atrocities, an enraged mob descended upon the mansion, destroying much of its interior. Madame LaLaurie fled New Orleans, reportedly making her way to Paris, where she lived out her days in exile. But the horrors she left behind would not be forgotten. Today, the LaLaurie Mansion is widely considered one of the most haunted locations in America. Witnesses report ghostly screams, shadowy figures, and the feeling of unseen eyes watching. Many believe the spirits of the enslaved individuals tortured there remain trapped, unable to find peace. Even Nicolas Cage, who briefly owned the mansion in 2007, described a sense of unease and misfortune surrounding the property. Nicolas Cage purchased the infamous LaLaurie Mansion in 2006 for $3.4 million, claiming he was drawn to its eerie reputation and wanted inspiration to write a horror novel. Despite his intentions, Cage never completed the novel, and the mansion brought him little luck. By 2009, it was foreclosed due to financial struggles, which many locals attributed to the curse of the mansion. Cage later described owning the property as a surreal experience, calling it a childhood dream come true, but also acknowledged its dark legacy. While the mansion is now privately owned and closed to the public, its legend continues to grow. The LaLaurie Mansion reminds us of the darkest chapters in our history, a place where cruelty knew no bounds, and the echoes of its victims refused to be silenced. It stands as a stark reminder of the horrors humanity is capable of, and the ghosts that history leaves behind.